Hey everybody, welcome back to my cooking channel. Today we are making yaka mein. For New Orleans people, yaka meat. So these are some of the things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need a cutting board, a knife, some carrot chips. This is some stew meat. Now the stew meat has been cooking, well, marinating. It's been marinating in some soy sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, some onion powder, garlic powder, just very little garlic because you do not need garlic in this meal, for real, for real. The more garlic, really, the worse. But it's been marinating for about an hour now. All of that wonderful juiciness that y'all see up in here is going in the pot. Alright, you're gonna need an onion, one big yellow onion, okay, 2 beef bouillon cubes, some green onion. Some additional things that you're gonna need, but they are optional, are some eggs. Now over here I have my eggs that have been cooking for about maybe 5 minutes. You're gonna need 2 big pots. One to boil your spaghetti, one to actually make your soup, okay? I prefer thin spaghetti, but my wife got spaghetti, which is fine.
Sorry.
Nothing's wrong with that. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need to do is cut your onion. Now, be very careful, okay? So I've had a tendency to have my onion roll away from me. Cut it in half, just like that. And you're going to peel off that layer. Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh, that's a crier, okay? Set that to the side. You're going to peel the other one. Set that to the side. Dust all that over. At this point, you're just going to go ahead and rinse your onion off. Get any of that, you know, funny debris off or anything like that. And you're just going to slice it. Just like that, okay? You see that? Cameraman, whoop, it's almost my finger. And I have to be perfect. I told y'all I don't cut a perfect onion. Y'all know this. Okay. Alright. So, that's good. Next is, let me clean this off. I'm not Rachel Ray. No, I don't have a garbage bowl. I do have a trash can though. Utilize that. Okay. So next, okay, technical difficulty, but here we are. Okay, so once again, we have the carrot chips. Now sprinkle as many as you pretty much want inside of your soup. We kind of like it. And you're gonna kind of do like a rough chop. It's not really to like break them up per se. Yeah, they're gonna pop everywhere, you guys. But you know. Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to sue you because one of your carrots popped my toe and it hurt.
You sue these nuts. Okay. So now that you have some of your ingredients cut up, your stew meat is all nice and marinated, you're gonna go ahead and take your bouillon cubes, the little freaking Christmas presents. And you're gonna unwrap this, both of them. Why do they have to be the most impossible unpackaged little things in the world? I'll never know. And you're gonna Drop them in there. 2 of them, okay? 2 bouillon cubes. Okay. Now, since you're already over here, you're going to need to take some vegetable oil and put that inside of your spaghetti water. Just enough so that it doesn't stick. You're also going to need to season your water, which I'm pretty sure most of y'all already know. That consists of salt. Salt. Sprinkle that in there. Get the water nice and salty. Okay. Yeah, that was enough salt to kill a horse, but it's okay. Okay. Now, you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait until it dissolves, and you're gonna go ahead and add your stew meat to it.
How long do you per se that you should wait to put your stew meat in? Like right after they dissolve?
Yes, actually. You can wait until right after it dissolves in order to go ahead and put... I'm just chopping this up just a little bit more. Okay. While you're waiting for that to dissolve, you can go on ahead and cut your green onions. Once again, this is completely optional. You don't have to have green onions. I can't eat it without green onions because that's just the way I was raised. But some people have different preferences. Maybe it'll give you heartburn or something other. So I'm going to take about 4 of these and put the rest of these to the side. I'm going to rinse these off. Okay, we're back. So, now that you've rinsed them off, you see heat tried to escape. You're gonna go on ahead and chop them up. Oh, this is a good time for me to mention that you're gonna need like a little container to go on ahead and put them in so that they'll stay fresh and they'll have that good oniony taste right on the top of them. So, like a small bowl would do just the trick. Like this one. Okay. So you're gonna chop them tops clean off. Just like that.
Now the green onions got a fade.
Yeah. And you're just gonna go ahead and... New knife, guys. New knife. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Ooh, it like cuts into the board almost. Alright, just a little bit more. Move them to the side. And that should be a good bit of green onion for you all, unless you really like green onion. You know, some people do. I know I do sometimes. It depends on what day it is, you know. But go ahead and put that right in that bowl. Even the little ones. They roll away, apparently. God damn it, I can't keep anything on this board. Forget this. I cook a lot with my hands. Okay. Just like that. Trust me, you're gonna want all of them at the party. Woo! shit. Okay. I'm gonna rinse my hands. Okay. So now that your eggs are boiling, you're gonna let them boil for about, I'm not even gonna play y'all. I don't really know how to boil, boiled eggs. I just feel like I leave them on long enough that I know they're boiled. And then I kind of just like flash freeze, And then boil some eggs, okay? Alright, so the bouillon cubes are dissolved. Here's what's the magic. Come on over here, cameraman. Alright. So, as y'all can see, the bouillon cubes are pretty much gone. They just have little bitty dots at the bottom. Alright, so here comes the magic. This is going to season your meat. It's already seasoned in there, but I put about 4 squirts of soy sauce in there. This is Worcestershire sauce. Y'all haven't never seen it? If you don't want to get it in the bag like this, it also comes unwrapped, and this is what it looks like. Now, there's no taste difference or anything like that. Nothing of the sort. They just wrapped it and then they didn't. Maybe for a gift. I don't know. There we go. Alright, yeah, you pretty much just go ahead and get your handful of that. As much as you need to put it in there. That's for you to eyeball and for me to find out. Now, when I see mine get good and dark like I want it to be, which is pretty much there. Can't see a spoon at the bottom? Dark enough for me. Okay, so now that you got that going, this is where the fun comes in. You're gonna add your stew meat right to this pot, okay? Be careful because this pot is hot. Add it to the side so that it doesn't splash back on you. How does it smell, babe?
I'm hungry.
Okay. And like I say, y'all be very careful. Because if this shit splashes on you, it's gonna be something.
It really feels like I'm stewing.
And I'm also adding it to the side of the pot. Make it look like a lot. Okay. Almost done. One more piece. Okay. And now you just stir it in there. See, no splashbacks. Alright, here's the fun part. You know all those little bits of loveliness that you set up there marinated? They go too. Nothing's left over. Nothing. Alright. So, can't see it, can you? That means it's dark enough for me. But they're in there. See? See, in my household, that's the fun part. Fishing to see if there's still meat in the pot. Water's boiling. Eggs are boiling. Spaghetti. It's time to take a dip. Alright. Go ahead and you crack open your spaghetti. Crack it on up. Put it right on in there. Alright. I'm gonna take about a handful. I do not break my spaghetti. I used to break my spaghetti, but I don't do it anymore because I kind of like the long strands. So what I do is, wait a minute. You try to get away. Set it in the middle. Make a pretty flower. Okay? Now you can save the rest of the spaghetti.
For spaghetti.
For spaghetti. Alright, so.
My favorite meal.
You're just going to go on ahead, keep monitoring your eggs. You're going to let your meat cook until it's tender, which should be about 30 to 45 minutes. That's to make sure it's tender. Yours might be tender quicker. I don't know. When your spaghettis get done, you go on ahead and you strain those. Okay? Run some cool water over it and stop the cooking process. And we'll be back. And one more thing. You might want to add your ingredients to the damn pot. Yeah. Your onions and your carrots, they need to cook with your stew meat to make sure that all of that flavor gets in and throughout it. And remember to let it cook for about 35-45 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, welcome back. About 15 minutes has
Roughly
passed. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our eggs off and our spaghetti. Turn them off. Okay. We're going to empty all of the hot water out of here. Be very careful because this water is boiling hot. Don't mind our dishes. Okay. So the eggs are basically chilling out in the cool bath. You're going to go ahead and strain your spaghetti. The whole time your yaka mein should still be boiling. Ooh, careful. Okay.
Your glasses were fogging up.
Alright. Don't mind the bottom of this pot, y'all. The old pot. Okay. So you're just going to run some cool water. Cold water. Goddamn. Cold water over the spaghetti. And you get them to stop cooking. Shaking in a little excess water out. Touch the spaghettis. Okay. Now, you have your spaghetti ready. You have your spaghetti ready. Okay. So now that your broth, soup per se, has gotten good and tender, all the vegetables are tender, the meat is tender all the way through, and you're able to eat your carrots without crunching them, unless you like a little crunch. That's up to you. Now it's time to plate it. Now, if anybody has ever had a situation where they go and they rinse their noodles and their noodles kind of, you know, clumps together, just take some water, doesn't matter what temp, and just run it over. That's why I left it on top of the pot. Okay? Now, take you about a handful of these noodles, just like that. See? A few more for my wife. You're gonna take a couple pieces of meat. You don't want to throw all your meat in there. This was 2 packs of stew meat, in case anybody wanted to know. couple pieces.
Make sure you get like a lot of juice.
Like that. Get you some of them veggies in there. Okay? Don't be scared of the veggies.
And eat the vegetables to be strong.
Okay. Now you're gonna take the majority of that broth. Put it right on in there, okay?
You might need some more noodles too.
You might need more noodles. That's completely up to you. You're gonna take a spoon.
Spoon.
Big spoon or a little spoon. Depends on how many onions you want. You're not gonna cook these onions. You're just gonna sprinkle them right on the top. Just like that. You want a lot or you want a little?
I want a little bit more.
Okay. Just like that. Now, here's a piece de resistance.
Oh yeah.
That boiled egg that you had. You're gonna take his little ass. You get this whole egg, but you're just gonna cut it in half. Be careful doing this part, okay? Beep. Open it. Set the little eggs right to the side. You want a little hot sauce on your eggs?
You already know this.
Okay. This is the kind of hot sauce that we use. The recipe has changed. I don't care what nobody tells you. Doesn't taste the same, but
Still good to me.
boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay. And there you have it. Yaka Mein. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and stay tuned for my next video.